Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Penny Pitcher Farms. We're over on the west side of the farm tonight as this January 30th. And we decided to give a little rest to the east side of the farm where we had stockpiled. So I drug the feed troughs over here and giving these ladies a little some minerals. And went ahead and put out half a row of hay here this afternoon, because tomorrow in eastern Kentucky they're giving for a little bit chance of snow in the morning and a little ice and stuff. And kind of looking on the weather ahead of time, it's supposed to come in here about 7 o'clock in the morning and last to about 10. And so who knows, this kind of Kentucky weather, and spring is just right around the corner. It could mount to a whole lot, it could mount to very little. And but I just kind of thought we'd get a little bit ahead of the game and feed this other half row of hay that the farm manager had fed the other half on the east side. So bring them over here and let them kind of get used to spreading out, and let these ladies get a little minerals and stuff, and they like this. They're all doing good, and they just about got them cleaned up there. And but everything is doing well this day here at Penny Pitcher Farm. And like we said, over here on the west side of the farm, we've got plenty of grass over here on this side, and that's the fortunate thing that we've been very blessed with is our grass here on the farm. And as you look over, you can see a little broom sage here that we got. This is usually, they tell me, as broom sage grows on the poorer parts of the ground, but we don't have as much broom sage as we once had. So this rotational grazing is doing its job as far as that goes, building up the ground. And of course, as you look at them, you can kind of see, you know, we got 20 cows and calves out here, and we've that's all manure spreaders, so to speak, and distribute urine all over the farm, and that acts as fertilizer, and that's good. And hopefully this next year our grass will be even better than it was this year. And it seems like every year that we've done this for the last 3 or 4 years, it gets a little bit better each year as it goes by. And so that's just one of the things that you can tell is the broom sage business seems to be a little bit more sparser than what it used to be. And we're hoping that we might be able to eliminate that after another year. But once again, it's 55 degrees here on the farm this afternoon, and that's going to be a drastic weather change for it to be ice and snow in the morning. But as we said, you know, this is eastern Kentucky, and this is we're getting in tomorrow is the last day of January, and so 6 more weeks and it's going to be spring. And so it's this winter, we're a little bit over halfway through it, I guess. And so far it's been so good, and we got one row of hay down there on standby that we brought over here from the other farm, which is where we got all the hay at that we had for this year's hay. And but I'm assuming that in fact, this is the second row that we fed of this year's hay. We just completed feeding the second row, and I think the other 6 rows that we fed before that was last year's hay. And so the hay business has been real good this year for us. And as you look at these cattle here, I mean, you can tell they're doing good. So far we've been very blessed that we ain't had no sickness or anything like that. Everything seems to be fat and sassy and doing well. So once again, why we're just very pleased, very blessed to be able to come to you today and bring you this good news, and be able to make a little change. So this will change maybe their spirits a little bit, and to be back over here on the home side. And so this Penny Pitcher Farms, good day.